and welcome to the PMR studio. For today's Pilates Express session, all you will need is a yoga block or a thick book for some ankle mobilization that we will be doing in the warm-up. So you can go ahead and set that to the side, and we'll go ahead and get started. So let's begin at the back of your mat with legs hip distance apart. Bring the shoulders up, down, and back, resetting the posture. Placing the hands at the sides, I want you to make sure you rock your pelvis in a neutral position. From here, standing tall, finding length through the spine, you take a nice inhale through the nose, and as you exhale through the mouth, you bring the chin to the chest, bending at the mid-spine, making sure to keep the knees soft. Scoop up through the abdominals. Relax on neutral pelvis as you can no longer maintain that. As you come to the bottom, do your best to make sure the crown of your head faces the floor. We pause. Go ahead and nod your head yes, and shake your head no. Inhale and exhale as you engage the glutes and stack the spine as you roll up. Beautiful. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Let's do that again. Inhale, stand tall, find length through the spine. Exhale. Go ahead and tuck the chin to the chest, bending through the mid-spine. Scoop up through the abdominals. Try to hollow out those abs. As we dive forward, the crown of the head should face the floor. Pause. Go ahead and nod the head yes, and shake the head no. Inhale and exhale. Engage the glutes and stack the spine one vertebra at a time. Nice work. Bring the shoulders down and away from the ears. From here, we continue on bringing the heels together, toes apart, shoulders up, down, and back. Inhale to plie, exhale, stand tall. Again, we inhale, plie, exhale, stand tall. Making sure we are evenly distributing the weight throughout all of the toes. Try your best not to round the weight in towards the big toes. Beautiful. As you come up, engage your abdominals, glutes, and quads at the top. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Go ahead and step it out. Second position. Inhale, come down. Exhale, stand tall. Little reminder, you can always have your hands on your hips, extend it out to the side, or move them like so. All right, really the arms is just the choreography part. For 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Stand tall. We're going to come back down. Hold it. Go ahead and lift your right heel up with control and slowly bring it back down to the mat. Same thing. Send your left heel up with control. Send it back down. Continue alternating. Holding your second position, plie. Go ahead and check in with your pelvis. If your booty's sticking out, I want you to send the tailbone under as we alternating lifting right and left heels. Okay. So from here, we're focusing on ankle stabilization, right? Warming up the ankle joint, specifically our ankle flexors here. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring the arms up. Palms are facing. One more time on both sides. Lift and lower. Next side, lift and lower. Stay down and we pulse. Beautiful. Making sure the spine isn't rounding forward for 3, 2, and 1. Sweep the hands down. Nice work. Go ahead and bring the legs hip distance apart. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Circle them around. Exhale, come down. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Circle them, come back around. And repeat. Warming up the shoulders. Last time. Nice work. Go ahead and bring them shoulder height. Make a stop sign here with your fist. Fingertips point towards the ceiling and towards the mat. Towards the ceiling and towards the mat. Make a fist here to the side and opposite side. So left and right. Left and right. Beautiful. Bring the hands down. Go ahead and come on down. From here, go ahead and grab your yoga block or your thick book. Bring that in front of you. You're going to extend. You pick which side you're doing first. So I'm going to extend my right leg long. Or you have the option to also have a slight bend in the knee. Then the opposite leg that we're starting with for our ankle mobilization, you're going to extend over the block with the ankle hovering off of the block, okay, or book. So make fists. You're going to press yourself up. All right, so supporting yourself here. So we're sitting nice and tall. From here, I want you to lock out your knee that's extended, the one that we're working on for ankle mobilization. Now, I want you to go ahead and dorsiflex the foot. So try to kiss your toes to your shin. All right. Remembering those joint mobility basics. All right. From here, take a nice large inhale through the nose, and we're going to continue sipping air through the nose with our shallow breaths. All right. So trying to kiss our toes to our shin. We inhale. Keep inhaling, and from here, we're going to bring our toes in towards the midline without the kneecap wobbling side to side. So keep that nice and still, moving around like you're moving through a nice sticky bucket of honey, pointing your toes like a ballerina. All right, then we're going to send it towards the pinky side. You're going to have a less range of motion here. Again, maxing out your dorsiflexion. Try to kiss your toes towards your shin. You're going to send your big toe towards the midline, pointing the toes like a ballerina. The thigh bone should not be moving. Okay, we don't want that taking over. Beautiful. Bring it towards the pinky toes. Max out your dorsiflexion. Pause. Now let's send it the opposite way. So towards your pinky toe, pointing your toes like a ballerina. Back towards the midline. Check in with your kneecap. Max out your dorsiflexion. One more time around. Towards the pinky. Point the toes. Towards the midline. We're moving nice and slow, 1 mile per hour. And bring it back into dorsiflexion. Pause. Beautiful. Relax. Go ahead and bring the block or the book. We'll flip the other way. Extend the opposite ankle over. Press your fist into the mat to hoist you up. All right. Starting with seeing how much dorsiflexion we have now in the opposite ankle. Try to kiss your toes towards your shin. All right, sitting up tall. Start with a nice inhale through the nose, and you continue sipping air throughout this process. Now we're going to bring it in towards the midline. Pointing your toes like a ballerina. Make sure that kneecap is locked. We're not wobbling side to side. We don't want the thigh bone taking over. We're trying to isolate that ankle joint. Coming towards the pinky toe side, back where we started. And continue on towards the midline. Again, we're focusing on that force. As you're moving around in a nice, big, juicy circle, we want to pretend like we're trying to move through a heavy, heavy steel door, kind of like a door to a castle. Once you max out dorsiflexion, we're going to go the opposite direction. Towards the pinky toe side. Point your toes like a ballerina. Our kneecap is still not moving. We're bringing it in towards the midline. Coming back. Max out your dorsiflexion, and one more time around towards the pinky side. The thigh bone is nice and still. We're moving slow, like through a sticky bucket of honey, and we're continuing on with our inhalation sips through your nose. Nice. Max out your dorsiflexion. Pause. Bend the leg. Beautiful. Nice work. Those are called ankle rotations, articular rotations. All right, warming up our full range of motion, seeing what range of motion we have there in the ankle. From here, we're going to come on down to the mat, so you can set that book or your block aside. With a slight bend in the knees, I want you to press your arms entirely into the mat. Tip your pelvis back into either neutral or imprinted spine. Bring your right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. From here, I want you to inhale as you prepare. As you exhale, press your right leg long. Inhale to bend the knee. And repeat on the opposite side. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, press the right leg long. Inhale, bend. And exhale, press the left leg long. Inhale, bend. Check in with your pelvis. Make sure you are able to maintain whichever position, either neutral or imprinted, that you pick. Challenging the deep core muscles, your transverse abdominis. Nice work. Continue alternating, bending and extending legs long. Moving at a pace that feels comfortable to you for 3, for 2, and 1. Keep the legs in tabletop. Inhale to drop the right foot down towards the mat. Exhale to return back to tabletop. Inhale, drop the left foot down. Exhale, return to tabletop. The purpose is to maintain the same position of your pelvis throughout the entirety of this single leg move. Okay. And we want to make sure we're dropping down from the hip joint, not sending the foot out and away. Beautiful. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. One more time on both sides. Beautiful. From here, place your right foot to the mat, left foot to the mat. Go ahead and roll to your side. Rest your head on your bicep. Bend your bottom knee. Extend your top leg long. Press your top palm into the mat. Lift up through the obliques. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Make sure that top hip bone isn't rolling back. Lift. And moving into our hip circles. So down towards the mat, up and around. Press this stabilizing leg into the mat. The key here is to make sure your pelvis and your spine are not wobbling or fishtailing back and forth. Okay. So if you need to maintain the leg more towards hip height, that is totally fine. Right. And reverse hip circle, opposite direction. Warming up the hip circumduction here. That movement through the hip, circular movement. Inhale, go up. Exhale, down and around. One more time. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend the knees. Press yourself up. Swivel your legs around, bending that bottom knee, and extend your top leg long. Rest your head on your bicep. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked, lifting up through the obliques. Press your top palm into the mat. Shoot that top leg out, point the toes. Start down towards the mat. Inhale, exhale, up and around. And if you need to adjust yourself at any point, feel free. Okay, as our foundational setup is very important in Pilates. Make sure you are incorporating your lateral breathing technique. As we breathe correctly in Pilates, this allows us to oxygenate the muscles. Reverse your hip circle, opposite direction. Make sure you're not melting or sinking into that mat, all right? We stay active through the side body. We're lifted here through the obliques. One more time around. Nice work. Go ahead and bend that top knee. Press yourself up into the prone position so our stomach is facing the mat. From here, we're going to stack our palms underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. You can also have the option of coming into a fist. From here, we're going to press the mat away, tuck your tailbone under, Retract the neck back. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, I want you to step out your right leg long. Inhale, step out your left leg long. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, bend your left knee. So we step out right, step out left, bend right, bend left. And repeat. Check in with your tailbone. Okay, you should feel your lower abdominals engaged. Check in with your form. Moving at a pace that feels good to you. Continue alternating step out, plank here. This is definitely my favorite variation of plank in Pilates. Stepping it out one more time, step out right, left, bend your right, bend your left. Go ahead and extend your arms in front, legs back, coming down onto the mat. Extend your arms and legs, mat distance apart. From here, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, prepare. As you exhale, we lift everything up and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Make sure to maintain your abdominals and glutes engaged through the entirety of this move. Beautiful. Our complete total body strengthening the move today is our Superman. Strengthening those muscles on the posterior side of the body or the back side of the body. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, lift. Last time. Nice work. From here, press your palms into your side. Go ahead and press yourself up. Knees come mat distance apart, toes together. Extend your arms in front. Sit back into a resting pose. Ending our express session today with a few stretches. Nice work. We're holding this stretch for 3, 2, and 1. From here, I want you to go ahead and bring one foot forward and the other leg back. Bring those shoulders up, down, and back. Tuck your tailbone under before you begin. From here, we can rest our hands at our side. We're going to hinge forward slightly, opening up through the front of the hips, hip flexors in specific. Making sure to maintain that tucked tailbone positioning, okay, in order to activate this deep stretch correctly. Beautiful. Go ahead and send that foot that was forward to the back now. Bring the other foot in front. Tucking the tailbone under to begin. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Rest your hands at your side. From here, we shift forward. Nice work. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Set that foot back. Go ahead and meet me in the middle of your mat. And we will end our session with just a few breaths today, right, to kind of help calm the mind and the body, right, bringing us back to that parasympathetic nervous system state. So with either your hands in your lap or on your knees, you're welcome to close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. From here, we can inhale through the nose, feeling the rib cage expand like an accordion. And exhale through the mouth, making sure to expel the air fully. Again, we inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. One last breath cycle. Keep those shoulders down. Okay. And exhale. Nice work. Thanks so much for joining me today for this Total Body Pilates Express session, and I can't wait to see you in the next class. Bye-bye.